Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the third annual Sven's Game of the Year Awards. This year, by a strange coincidence, we ended up playing 37 games in total, yet again, same as last year, ranging this time from the stealth action of Hideo Kojima's Metal Gear Solid series to the massive difficulty of Miyazaki's Dark Souls games. We have quite the lineup for this year, so thank you all for coming. A returning champion from last year in the Best Game That I Hated series, we have Armored Core 6 by FromSoft. Like I said, unchanged from last year. I'm guaranteeing that this game will click for me eventually, but not this year, it seems. One of these days, I'll get the combat system down, fully understand the movement, and know how to build those mechs. But for now, all I can do is appreciate the amazing art design, the tough bosses, and, all in all, a wonderful series that I had not found before. So, maybe next year, folks. Next up, we have the best story. Unsurprisingly, we have a game that I have waited years to release on PC, Ghost of Tsushima. This is my most anticipated game on PC, second only to FromSoft's Bloodborne. And, as always, I don't think this game disappointed. The combat is a wonderful bit of flow, and the world itself is breathtaking. But the real star of the show here is the story of Jin Sakai, the Ghost of Tsushima himself. With a sequel announced in Yotai, I believe that is around Hokkaido, announced, I will be waiting with bated breath for the many years it takes for this game to arrive on PC. So, look forward to getting a review of that in 2030, because I don't think it's coming anytime soon. This year, for the best series, as always, best series is a game in an extended series that, shockingly, has to have a few things in common. General theme, setting, characters, the normal stuff. This series is Mafia. Having not crossed my radar before, this year I decided to get the Mafia trilogy on sale with Steam. I believe it was the summer or spring sale, and this game series quickly consumed so much of my time. With this in mind, I am highly looking forward to the old country and all that comes with it. The characters are wonderful, either by choice or by force, getting thrust into a life of debauchery and crime. And remember, folks, crime doesn't pay. More often than not, you'll get ahead for a bit and then end up back down in the dumps where you began. Sometimes you just gotta walk away. And until we find ourselves in Sicily, the old country, I'm gonna walk away from Lost Heaven, Empire Bay, and New Bordeaux. But don't worry, folks. I guarantee I'll be visiting you again soon, right back in that old life of crime. For most emotional, we're going with a bit of a different route than what you would normally expect. No tears were shed, except for tears of joy, and there were no cries, except cries of jubilation. Few times I've had such a massive rush was in a different game also in this series, Sekiro, when we finally struck down the Glock Saint. This time, the most emotional rush I had of this year was from killing Gwen, Lord of Cinder. Past few attempts I've tried to get into this game, it's an off and on relationship. Trying to get in, not getting it. Finally this year, with one of the streamers I follow doing a playthrough of Dark Souls 1, I decided to finally bite the bullet and get into the games proper. And I haven't regretted a second of it. The joy you can find in striking down a boss such as Gwen. Hell, I even made a video about one of my favorite bosses in the series. It became the most watched video on my channel easily within the week it was released. So, I think you know as well, this game holds a special place in everyone's heart, if they've played it, and if not, well, I guarantee you've heard of it and watched a few video essays. Fun with friends? Helldivers 2. While this has an upcoming segment, this game consumed a decent amount of me and my friends' lives, and now that the Illuminate have returned from Wild Space, the Hellpods have been primed once more. If not for some reasons I have coming up, I highly recommend that you find some friends, and go hell dive for the power and honor of Super Earth. Give this game a shot. It is easily the best time I have spent with friends inside of a multiplayer game. Best soundtrack? Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. A bit different than what I would normally put here, normally being most jams. This has the best backing soundtrack I have had for a long time. Baldur's Gate 3 was a contender, being used as background music for some of my other videos, but this game is brilliant, with the music slowly becoming an earworm. Even when not playing the game for a while, I still have music from it rocking around inside my noggin. And as always with the Metal Gear series, you can't miss with the ballads they have. And while it's no Calling to the Night, Can't Say Goodbye to Yesterday by Carla White is no different. It is a magnificent piece, and that old-style lounge music hits me right in the chest. I've put the series on hold a little while waiting for Delta, and my life has gotten so busy I haven't had time for Metal Gear Solid 3. But I can tell you what, I'm sure as hell not saying goodbye to this series. A returning award and a returning winner. We have Sir Crash-A-Lot, the Assassin's Creed RPG trilogy. My thoughts on this series remain mostly unchanged, so I'm going to be extremely lazy and just play last year's audio of this section and get it over with. You know what I'm thinking. The Assassin's Creed RPG trilogy. Now this is kind of cheating, but these are games I've been wanting to finish for a while now. And, well, they all have their unique quirks, like Assassin's Creed Origins crashing anytime I go within 100 years of water, which is a major issue because I'm stuck in Memphis and can't escape. And I don't feel like restarting. I'm a good ways in to Odyssey's 25-minute runtime before crashing, no matter what I do. It's a damn art. Trust me, I've tried all the tricks in the book for that one. Or Valhalla's strange ability to regularly brick my PC if I don't have a window open in the dead of winter. And even then, it still bricks. This trio of games, while I'm sure work fine for other people, they just don't work for me. Maybe next year, though I don't have much faith considering Odyssey is still here from last year. I think that I've upgraded the production quality since last year, and something else that has been upgraded since last year is this award. The previous award was unchanged, but we've got a new one right here. The Literally Actively Bricking My PC by Playing It award. And this one goes to Helldivers 2. As the name suggests, this game has somehow actively been trying to destroy my computer. Whenever I play it, boom, I get booted all the way back to restart. No blue screen, nothing. So while it's amazing to play with friends, I value my computer for more than a bit of fun. So until something gets fixed or I find a new rig, it's staying locked in my Steam library for the foreseeable future. Most improved on? Dark Souls 1. The second FromSoft category we have may as well staple their name to the plaque and weld it onto the beams, because I finally got around to playing the trilogy as previously stated, and with this, I took my first step into a genre that I can't live without. Having introduced me to a brilliant style of games, with Lies of P being one of my favorites for this year, I have fully enjoyed every second of it, with Entorio the Last Song being one that I intend to get around to in the coming year. I intend to fully strive in and find more fun variants of this genre that I can play, and maybe, should I find the time, do a classic boss ranking for you guys. A producer's favorite award, we have the How the Fuck Do I Play This Game award, going to Manor Lords. A very last minute addition. While I've been writing this script, I am slowly figuring out how to play the game, and with it, Manor Lords is easily an amazing game, even if it is only in beta. Having slowly gotten the idea of how it works, I've begun to notice that a lot of medieval-themed games tend to have a higher learning curve. This game has become something I regularly check in on, see how my cities are doing, and hopefully rise my little empire from the tiny hamlet we start out to the bustling barony that, hopefully, isn't starving again. The winters have been rather brutal, and the corpse pit is getting a bit full. And now, we have what you all have been waiting for. My Game of the Year awards. This one is a little hard for me, because out of the 37 computer-based games I've played, all of them have been a near phenomenal experience, even if they were a bit more buggy and troublesome than you would expect. And with this, one game has kept my mind coming back to it again and again. You might say I haven't been able to say goodbye to yesterday when I played it. We have a bit of an older title, but nonetheless an absolutely wonderful game that I'm looking forward to the remake of in a future area. We have Metal Gear Solid 2, The Sons of Liberty. Like I said, I've had to put this series on hold a little due to life happening. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do this as a job, or rather, fortunately, because I think that would put too much stress on me. And as much as I love you all, I don't love you enough to sacrifice my entire well-being. Sorry, folks. But with this, heading through the big shell was such a wonderful experience, and hearing the stories of Solid Snake and everyone else. I hope that this game series continues to be amazing. I'm looking forward to finishing it up this year, and maybe if we're lucky, it'll make a reappearance in the best series. But we'll burn that bridge when we get to it, folks. It was an amazing 40 hours that I spent there, and with it, not having touched the VR missions might be something I do for a video, but who knows. Hope you all have had a wonderful year. Thank you so much for watching me. I've had a wonderful time making these videos and plan to be doing roughly the same schedule this coming year as I did for the last. So, let me know your personal favorite game you played this year, and until next time, I'm Sven, and this is Elvin Prince, signing out.